Hello, today is July 22nd, 2020, and I would like to make an announcement. This video will be the last video for this channel, and yes, I'll be starting a new channel. Now, before I get into the new channel, I'm just going to recap this channel for those of you who are new to this channel. This channel began about 10 years ago. A personal vlog sharing my life, just things that I was going through at the time, sharing firsthand knowledge, sharing things that I was researching way back when, just sharing really just stuff related to my life. A lot of focus though was on firsthand knowledge and my experiences and everything else. What had happened, say December of 2012, this channel became consumed with an event that began in December of 2012 and was greatly escalated in May of 2013. And I'm not going to get into all the details of all this. I'm going to leave up probably maybe half a dozen videos that I think best summarize the past 7+ years that this nightmare that I've lived through. And then that whole thing ended around, or actually ended in December of 2019. And then I was just going to go back to making this channel into just a personal vlog, sharing whatever. And then again, this channel was consumed by current events, this COVID nonsense. And I started, and it wasn't even my intention to do videos about this, but I noticed a lot of people were missing the point with the background, the history of why this is happening today, and it just kind of progressed that way. And that was never my intention. I was going to mention it because how it impacted my life personally, and I can only speak about my life personally. I can't speak for everyone else. Although what this current events had impacted me, it's impacted everyone. And then I realized that those people who are aware of what's really going on with current events, with this COVID thing, they're aware. And there's no point of preaching to the choir. And a lot of other channels just keep ranting on over and over and over. And those people who are not aware of what's really going on, never going to get through. So there was really no value to it, and I started to really realize that. And yes, I can talk endlessly about this nonsense like other people do, and really it's not, there's no benefit, there's nothing to gain from it. So I decided a long time ago, it's time to move on. It's time for me to move forward with something that has been a dream of mine for many, many, many years. And this is where this new channel comes into play. The title of this new channel will be Finding Home Overland. Now, finding home, for me personally, has a few different meanings. I'm not going to share them. I'm going to leave that up to my viewers, you, to have your own interpretation. And the word overland or overlanding may give people the idea that this is just going to be strictly an off-road kind of video platform. No. What overland is really about exploration. Going places where most people can't go, showing the scenery, sharing different things about being in the wilderness and things like that. That's what really overlanding is about. It's not about how you're getting to a destination, it's the destination. Whereas, for example, off-roading would be how you get to a destination, like the obstacles and everything else. And I'm really trying to simplify the definitions of both for viewers. And both styles of off-roading have their challenges, but that's really not going to be the focus. I just want to explore. I fell in love with the wilderness a long time ago. So much beauty to see. Now, am I an expert overlander or off-roader? No. Do I have the biggest, baddest vehicle to be doing this? No. Or maybe I'm a survival expert, so you're going to be learning all these great tricks for survival. No. Maybe I'm some military guy with all these years of military experience that's you're gonna learn something about all this other stuff. No. Maybe I'm a well-seasoned hunter and I'm gonna show you about hunting. No. Or fishing. No. Well, maybe I'm some sort of person who's in great shape, who's going to be scaling mountains and doing videos of this and GoPros and all this other stuff. No. It's just going to be about a middle-aged average man going on an adventure. And the only thing about doing this now is I wish the circumstances at the start of this adventure were a lot different. Better equipped. Yes, I just wish things were a lot different. And a lot of people out there who are, say, even going through tough times of their own or whatever, or who maybe want to explore and are too scared to because they're not young, they're not in great shape, they have disabilities, they don't have some monster truck to be going anywhere in. I suppose a lot of people, through me, vicariously through me, can experience this adventure, as well as show everyone that, yeah, you don't have to be young, you don't have to be in great physical shape, you don't have to have a plethora of money and all this other stuff. Just an average person, currently out of necessity, going on an adventure. And I would like to do 12 months across Canada, non-stop adventure. That's the goal. Now this new channel could be the shortest channel ever, because who knows, things can go even more terribly wrong in my life, I don't know. But this is what this new channel is going to be about. I'm not going to be discussing current events. I'm not going to be discussing the cycles of civilization. I'm not going to be discussing the 7-year nonsense that I've went through. I'm not going to be discussing anything like that. Not at all. It's simply going to be dedicated to what I'm doing, going on this adventure, hopefully being able to share some beautiful scenery, some beautiful places that, most people can't get to. And I'm going to be doing this solo. So I hope a lot of my subscribers on this channel follow me on my new channel. It's not that the new channel might not touch up briefly on something, depending on what it is, I don't know, say with whatever's going on in the world or my life or whatever, but that's not going to be the focus. It's strictly going to be about sharing this new chapter of my life, which is going to be exploration across Canada. And I'm really wanting to show how beautiful Canada is, try to show some remote places, show some the fundamentals of overlanding, off-roading, survival, that kind of stuff. And maybe get a little bit into, as a descriptive, the philosophy of life. So, my invite to you is to come over to my new channel. I'm hoping within a month or two that this adventure begins. And yeah, I wish everyone well. Peace be with you. Great, you're still watching. You made it to the end. Awesome. So I'm just going to give a little teaser here. The next video, or the first video in my new channel, is going to be a walkthrough of my vehicle. And if you haven't noticed, there's a little change is going on behind me. And that's a clue. Still a work in progress. And I'm also going to mention that there might be some discussion, as well as maybe some evidence of some woo-woo stuff, cryptids, out in the wilderness. And yes, I do have my own stories. So, you might be interested in that. Thank you for watching.